Welcome to Caricomp Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
Anthropic just started asking people to upload a photo of their driver's license before they can use Claude, their AI chatbot. No regulation forced them to do it. They chose to, before anyone made them. If you've ever typed a question into an AI chatbot, this story is about you. Because the quiet price of using these tools might soon be proving exactly who you are. Here's what happened. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, began requiring a government photo ID to sign up. Their rivals, ChatGPT and Gemini, aren't doing this yet. And a lot of the people leaving those platforms for Claude did so because they thought it was the private option. So the question threading through today's episode is simple. When did showing your ID become the cost of talking to a machine? Let's start with why any company would do this. According to the SumSub Identity Fraud Report, deepfake fraud attempts have jumped more than 20-fold over 3 years. That's not a typo. 20 times more. The same report found fake digital documents, forged passports, doctored licenses, more than tripled in a single year. And across the world, identity fraud drained more than $50 billion out of people's lives in 2025. So when Anthropic asks for your ID, they're trying to shut a door. The anonymous door that lets scammers spin up thousands of fake accounts to clone voices and impersonate real people at scale. That's the security argument. And it's a real one. For the rest of us, it means the flood of fake profiles behind those scam texts gets a little harder to build. But there's a second story running right next to it. OpenAI just became the first company to take a powerful AI model from restricted testing to full public release with the US government's blessing. They cooperated. They disclosed what their model could do ahead of time and accepted a slow, phased rollout. So now you've got two giants on opposite paths. One worked hand in hand with regulators to ship. The other added identity checks to its users before any rule required it. Why does that split matter to you? Because it tells you where this is heading. Industry analysts describe identity verification as the first step toward treating AI like a national strategic asset, something you screen people to access. And people are already voting with their clicks. Interest in open source AI, including China's DeepSeek, has surged. The 3 big US firms watched their combined share of usage fall from about half to roughly a third in just 6 months. When one door adds friction, people find another. For anyone who tracks digital evidence, that shift matters. Identity verification is turning into infrastructure, a permanent record of who used what and when. For everyone else, it means the next time an app asks for your license just to chat, that request isn't random. It's the new normal being built in real time. Here's the part that reframes everything. Nobody made Anthropic do this. They built the surveillance step themselves before the law arrived. And once identity checks get normalized for safety, that audit trail doesn't disappear when the threat does. So let's bring it home. Deepfake scams exploded, so AI companies started asking for your ID to prove you're a real human. One company waited for the government. Another added the check on its own. The real fight isn't about what AI can say anymore. It's about whether proving who you are becomes the price of using it. Whether you investigate cases or just ask a chatbot for a recipe, this changes what it costs to log in. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, Caracomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.